John Cerasani, familiar with this guy?
Very much so.
He's a self-made man. He used to be in B2B sales, working for the man.
I'm sorry. Am I familiar with him? He's my biggest fan. I forgot to send you this.
True.
He commented on 2 more of my videos.
What?
He keeps commenting.
Why are you not sending me this shit?
I screenshotted one of them. One of them's on Blind Mike Project Twitter. But now he's just getting into arguing with us on the videos. Like, do you remember maybe the last time we talked about him? We were saying, hey, he's probably lying about this Meta censoring him. Like, he got banned from Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram Live, whatever it was.
Yeah.
He left a long post. I didn't screenshot it because it was so long, explaining why he's like, actually, they didn't tell me why. Like, he's arguing with us in YouTube comments.
Mike, this is the first time I'm ever going to say this on the show.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You fucked up.
I know.
How are we not reading this long? The fact that he has the time to respond to this.
Yeah, you're probably
in your
right.
YouTube comments. How are we not reading that? That's hilarious.
In my mind, I was like, I don't want to keep bragging that John Cerasani is a big fan of mine. But you're probably right. That does make sense.
Yeah, because Bert Kreischer is watching these segments that we do. He would have loved that.
Right.
Like, how do I
Kimmmel's
get to
probably
respond to
aware
my
of us.
stuff?
We could be guest hosting.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Well, if you're not familiar, John Cerasani was in B2B sales, and he was working for the man, and he was only making a few $100,000 a year. And he said, I could do better than this. And he started his own company, and then he sold it. And then he said, I'll never work another day in my life. And now he has 50 jobs. He's a podcast host. He's a professional blackjack player. He's an Instagrammer.
Yes, he's an author.
Yep. He's author. Yeah, he's written multiple books. Yeah. He puts on conventions. He has created different TV shows similar to The Apprentice.
That's true, yeah.
He's got a lot of things.
He has
going
done
on.
all that. When you line it up like that, it looks like a good resume.
Well, what I'm saying is it doesn't seem like he's just like sitting at a beach somewhere. I often hear Chad Zumock say, which is a crazy thing to say, but he often says, oh, if I had that guy's money, you think I'd be on the internet? I'd just be at the beach just doing nothing. You're like, oh, that's really sad. I'm sorry to hear that you have no motivation in life. That's
also kind of doing nothing now, more or less.
Well, I would agree with you. It'd be more productive to just sit at the beach, stare at the waves. But John Cerasani likes to brag about how he doesn't have to work anymore. And then all I do is see him hustling and working, which it's commendable. I don't have a problem with that. I'll continue to work forever. It's not about the money for me. I enjoy what I do. But I would never come out here and be like, guys, I made so much money. I don't have to do shit. It's like
it feels a little Gen Pop, I think is what you're saying. If you want to relate to the kids.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, that's the point I was trying to make. All right. So someone actually sent me a clip of him back in his hotel at the Aria or something. And he was counting his money, his winnings from the weekend. And it goes on so long and it's so douchey, I didn't bring it. But he literally sits there and he's got stacks of, $10,000 and $5,000 at a time, hundreds. He's throwing those down on the table. And then he's got his chips and he's reading through the chips and he's got all those. And it all adds up to $180,000, which he claims he's up 30,000 because he had 150,000, whatever. He was way down. He was way up, all the stupid gambling stories you always hear. Well, in this clip that you've brought for us, apparently he is taking the casinos for a ride.
Oh yeah.
He's making so much money at these casinos. They don't want him to leave Vegas.
I believe I asked you in the notes. Is there a hint of sarcasm? It doesn't seem like it to me.
All right, let's watch it together.
Yeah.
And then let's figure out if this is real, if he's being serious or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just got off a damn airplane after sitting on the runway for an hour. Dude, Foxwoods called United Airlines and said, don't let John Cerasani leave this area with our money. Pretend there's an engine delay or something. Get him off the plane. But you're not going to give me that easy, Foxwoods. I'm going to go get a hotel nearby or something, buddy. You're not going to give me that easy, pal. I ain't going all the way back.
So Foxwoods, that's in Connecticut, right?
Yes.
The tri-state area?
Yep.
So he's claiming that Foxwoods called in a favor to United Airlines to be like, hey, there's a guy we want to get back at the casino to gamble.
Stop that man.
Yeah, he made too much money off of us. If you just pretend the airplane's busted. And they're like, what about the other 240 people on this plane? Like, fuck those people. This guy's taking us for all we have.
And to your point, the amount is probably like $30,000. It's
I don't know. I
It's
don't know
never
what
a
about
bundle where Foxwoods would be like, "We need to get that back. We can't who let him leave."
to that point. If there's a guy leaving the casino with a shit ton of money in winnings, he's not getting on a commercial United jet.
That's another good point.
He's getting on a private plane and flying out of Connecticut from there.
He's not sitting on. He's not sitting in the chair where the flight attendant can bang his knee with the cart.
Right. So the question is that a joke? Is he acting?
I don't know. The caption is like, "I'm on to you" or something like that. He's laying into it if it is, but I'll put it this way: I scrolled a ways through his Instagram. There's not a ton of jokes in there. So,
Right, that's the thing. He's never trying to be funny or do shtick, from what I could tell.
Right.
Now, I totally missed an opportunity. I was hanging out with primetime Alex Stein when I was down in Dallas. I totally forgot to talk. We talked about a lot of things. I did not talk to him about John Cerasani.
Well, you did mention him on the show because Alex was like,
Yeah, I did bring him up
he
on
bought
the
me
show.
steak once. But
Yeah. I did. We did bring it up on the show, but I didn't get to talk to him like in private because we were talking about a lot of behind the scenes.
oh,
people
okay,
and,
gotcha.
like really getting into what's up with things.
Yeah, maybe he'd let you in on some secrets if he has them.
But all right, I guess what are we gonna say? Jury's out on this one.
I'll call it a wash.
We'll call it a wash?
It's so ridiculous that it has to be a joke. So I guess we'll call it a joke for now.
Okay. All right.
Until he proves otherwise.
Well, this one you said this one feels forced.
So this is the exact opposite of a joke, where he is tugging at our heartstrings. I'll put it this way: for any fans of The Office, think of the episode where Michael falls in love with the chair model, and see if you can find any similarities in this video.
Came across this Instagram page and looks like the girl runs track at Florida State, or she got a scholarship recently and it was going to one or the other. And I start sifting through her page and you see captions like this where she was, talking about mental health awareness. And if you read through, it looks like maybe she was having some problems of her own there.
So this is just someone totally random.
This
I
post
found
came-
her page completely randomly.
It seems to me this is similar to Deshaun Watson. Do I need to say anything more?
I'm following a 17-year-old.
There's certain people who creep on girls on Instagram.
I just like her page slapped me in the face, and I was like, "Oh, who are you? I guess I have to follow you now." Oops.
Yeah, he could have said my daughter's friend, or made some kind of connection there.
This account that pushed follow by itself, and then I was forced to look at it.
Good points.
Of her own there. Well, last week this post came up, and it's her parents must have got her Instagram or something, but it's explaining that she lost her battle with depression and anxiety. And just as a parent, I'm looking at this, and with 2 kids around that age, but not everything appears what it is on the surface, and I know
Wait a second. People lie about what's really going on in their lives when they're on social media. John, is this true?
Yeah.
Are there people who are putting on a facade that they're all successful and never lose at blackjack and are having the world's greatest lifestyle ever, but they're just putting that on Instagram? Is that actually true?
That's why I always say treat everyone like they might kill themselves, and the world would be a nicer place.
I've never treated you like that. You might.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I'm doing it wrong. I apologize. I'm kind of a dick now that I think about it.
Not everything appears what it is on the surface, and I know I come across a little brutal sometimes, but you never know what someone's going through, and cherish every day, man.
That's the takeaway?
This is a man who brings up strangers' Instagram profiles and is like, this guy looks like a fucking loser with a dog wife.
Yeah, look at this guy's fat wife. That Shane Gillis joke at the ESPYs. Well, if he won 6 Super Bowls, would be sitting next to a dog wife.
Exactly.
That's fucking hilarious.
But that's what Cerasani does, is like, oh, your wife's a pig, and you're a bald loser.
He shows the photos while he's calling them out. Then he goes, I don't know why Meta took my account offline. I don't know what's going on.
And then some piece of ass that he follows on Instagram kills herself. And John's like, God, I never thought about humanity and how precious it was.
But also, when you're talking about someone offing themselves, cherishing every day is not the message for that.
No.
Like, I cherish every day not because I think I might off myself tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I won't.
Yeah, the message is usually more like, "Hey, there's help out there." Talk
Yeah,
to a
right.
therapist,
There's
call a
reasons.
hotline,
There's reasons to live. Like, it's gonna get
reach out
better.
to a friend. Yeah,
It's always darkest before the dawn.
Do you think, based on that post, do you think John's aware? And I hate to even say this because it'll consume his entire schedule. Does he know people die every day?
Oh shit.
That could be really troubling to him.
Well, hold on. Is that true? I mean, I know this week we've had a few people die, but is it every day?
Even people on Instagram sometimes.
Oh no.
I know.
That's awful.
John's like, what is this? John's looking at the obituary section. What the fuck?
I do have to make sure though. Maybe I'll put it in my suicide letter, all my passwords to my social media accounts, so that my family can go in and put nice little updates for people.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point too.
How do they get her Instagram?
Yeah, so they get into her Instagram and they're like, "Bad news, gang, she's dead."
Right? Yeah, this whole thing is weird. Because
Even celebrities, like if you go look at Norm Macdonald's last tweet, it's about golf. It's not his son being like, "Dad passed away today."
Sadly, I've had a number of my classmates pass away who I was friends with, and their social media just stopped.
Right.
There wasn't like a final, like, this is my last post, gang.
Please sign into Facebook. Let them know I'm no longer with them.
I wish I'd kept up on my TikTok more. Wish I had more followers.
That's a good point. I didn't even realize it could just be a lie. But
Yeah, I mean, none of it makes any sense.
yeah.
Okay, we have one more video from John. And John, since you are watching, I'm going to tell you, I like this one.
Oh, that's nice of you.
I like this video. I want everyone to pay attention to this. I think this is actually good advice.
Okay.
Here's a not Gen Pop way to see if you connect with a girl on a first date. You know she's pretty, you're vibing, but is she too into herself? Is she a little uppity, or does she have a sense of humor? Okay? At some point on the first date, it's gonna come up, what is your type? Okay? And you say, well, my type is the 3 Bs. This is after she said that she likes guys. She's not attracted to money, but she likes success. Okay, lady, you don't care about the money. It's just success. Got it, lady. Okay. And then you say, all right, well, I like the 3 Bs. What are the 3 Bs? Well, the first one is you either say blonde or brunette, whichever your type is. Okay. And then you say either boobs or butt. One of those 2 Bs. You can't say both. All right. And then you make her guess what the third one is, all right? And oftentimes, if you said boob for the second one, they're gonna then guess butt. If you said butt, they're gonna then guess boobs. You say, nope, that's not it. And then sometimes, if they're really thinking, they're gonna say brains, okay? Nope, not it. You make them guess, and then finally, they run out, and they're stumped, just tell me. And you say, the third B is blowjobs. So they go, oh my God. And based on that reaction right there, that's when you're going to figure out if they like you or not, okay? They're either going to laugh and think it's endearing and cute, or they're going to think you're a disgusting scumbag, okay? And it doesn't.
But remember, first you have to tell them you have millions of dollars in the bank. All right, this is good advice. This will work, but your date has to know you have millions of dollars in the bank.
Endearing feels like the wrong word. Like maybe a girl would go, okay, all right, that's kind of funny.
I get it. Yeah,
Like I just go, I like blowjobs.
Right. I think the response to that would be like, that's your type?
I like getting my prick sucked.
Yeah, we're talking about a type. That's a sexual act.
Yeah, open mouthed. That's my type.
What kind of girls are you into? Anal? That's not the answer to that question. Just so you know.
That's a good point.
All right.
Scumbag, okay? And it doesn't matter like what your regular personality is. They have a choice at that moment, either to laugh it off or get rid of you.
It doesn't matter what your personality is. Like, let's say you're a shy guy, and on your first date, you're like, I love blowjobs.
Hey, what kind of guys do you like? Because I like girls that suck my dick. Sorry, I'm not very confident.
Yeah, I'm kind of shy, but if you ignore the balls, I get upset about that. Just FYI.
Okay? It's very indicative, dude. It doesn't mean they like to give blowjobs or have to give you a blowjob. It has nothing to do with it. How they react to that joke will tell you
that
if you guys got a
classic
future
joke.
together. Actually, will tell you if they even like you or not. All right? You're welcome.
It's actually not the worst advice. I'm not even kidding with you. That's not the worst icebreaker.
I would advise a different joke, maybe. I totally get what he's trying to say, but the joke is he names a couple things, and then she's like, all right, what is it that you like? Blowjobs.
Well, hold on. It wasn't that crass.
Blowjobs.
Hold on. No. I actually, I'm with John on this one.
Yeah.
Oh, with me, my type is the 3 Bs. Now, where he got off there is he goes, you either say blonde or brunette based on what you prefer. No, based on what she looks like.
What she is, yeah.
Yeah. And butts and boobs, especially. Like, if this girl's an A cup, you go, I'm into butts. You know, like, oh, okay, good. You know, that's how you play it. You don't sit there with an A cup, just be like, I really like boobs. They're just like, oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I don't care what the 3rd B is then.
I'm making fun of him, but I'm building a house with a girl who my first words to her were, have you ever measured your throat before? So I guess it does work.
It's a pretty good pickup line, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you should tell 225 about that.
Yeah, we should send him this video.
That's not a terrible idea.
Yeah.
225 and John Cerasani might team up.
A collaboration.
That'd be a fun collab. Could you imagine if we had that kind of power over here at WATS?
It would be nice. We've always fantasized about collaborations. Like, imagine if Stuttering John and Woke Dad did a political show together.
Yep.
That'd be fun. Go to blindmike.net for Blind Mike, or go to whoarethese.com for Carl, and make sure you subscribe to both channels, or there will be no banter.